कामस्तेस्ते हृत ज्ञाना प्रपद्यन्ते अन्य देवताः तम तम नियमम आस्थाय प्रकृत्या नियता स्वयाः. Hello friends, this is the 20th shlok of the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and in today's video we will understand this shlok in detail. So let's first go over its meaning. So the shlok says, Kamestes hrit jnana, which means those who steal knowledge by desire, prapadyante anya devata, which means gain other deities, tam tam niyamam asthaya, which means by faith in that law, prakritya niyataha swaya, which means by nature connect self to it. So, in the 15th shlok of this chapter, we have already understood that all the knowledge belongs to Sri Krishna, and in that regard, over here, Sri Krishna is telling that those people who steal my knowledge out of desire, they attain other deities, they basically get attached to the rule attached with that deity, and in that sense they become connected to the nature. So in this shlok we can see how the idea of polytheism is being discouraged in in Bhagavad Gita also. Now there are a lot of monotheistic faiths out there, and they very proudly say that, oh, we are monotheistic and monotheism is the best thing, but they never really try to understand why monotheism is good and why polytheism is bad. And it's very unfortunate that out of that they become very dogmatic, and they don't really understand why polytheism is bad, but they just say polytheism is bad because their book says that to be like that. Now in this shlok, Sri Krishna is actually describing why polytheism is bad, but these faiths, the people are close-minded. They don't want to listen to Bhagavad Gita. I mean, because, oh, those Hindus are polytheists. They don't really understand, and because of this closed mindset, they miss on a lot of knowledge. So it's very unfortunate that they are not open-minded. They don't read the scriptures of other faiths with an open mind, and because of that, a lot of communal disharmony is there. So it's quite unfortunate, but that's how things are. That's the limitations of humanity. So not much can be done. There is a lot of lack of knowledge out there. So in any case, let's try to understand why the polytheism is bad. And if you are from those faiths, I have a lot of respect for you that you are open-minded and you are really exploring the other faiths also. So what Sri Krishna is telling over here in this shlok is basically that let's look at people all around us. All of us living in this world, we are pursuing something or the other. Some people want to gain knowledge by studying a certain subject. There are many others who want to learn how to earn money. There are others who want to look good. There are others who want to learn how to dance well or create music. There are some others who want to learn how to fight, and there are many other things that are going on around us. Now, all these things that are going on around this are part of this divine nature, which is coming out by itself. And in Hinduism, this entire nature is divine. Everything is divine. Whatever we are doing over here is divine. This is the divine yajna that is going on. Now, when a person pursues a certain thing, he is basically contributing to this divine yajna. And when a person pursues that particular thing, he needs to have a knowledge about that. And there is a deity which is associated with all of that knowledge. So when a person wants to study a certain subject, then he is worshipping Saraswati. When he wants to earn money, then he is worshipping Lakshmi. So these kind of things are going on all around us. When a person is looking for wellness, he is worshipping some other deity. So these kind of deities are all there associated with Hinduism, and a person worships that deity. Now, if a person only limits it to that thing and is not really looking at it from the point of view of this divine yajna that is going around us, then he is limiting that knowledge to just that deity. So if a person is earning money for the sake of money, then he is limiting himself to Lakshmi only and not really going after the Vasudev, which is the higher deity. So this limitation, when a person limits himself to, then he is limiting himself to the nature in itself. That is what Sri Krishna is saying over here, that a person steals the knowledge from me. All of these different knowledges, the knowledge on how to fight, the knowledge on how to earn money, the knowledge on how to study, how to do anything, they all belong to me itself. And all these different things are just different aspects of this divine yajna that is going on over here. So when a person only limits to the whole thing to just that, then he is limiting himself to that portion of this yajna in itself. While a person who sees this activity as part of the divine yajna of the higher deity, then he basically raises himself above. So in very simple terms, if a person earns money just for the sake of money, then he is limiting himself to money only, and for him money is the god, and that is all there is for him. While when a person earns money for Sri Krishna, then he is expanding himself to this divine yajna, and he is contributing to the divine yajna and becomes one with this entire entity. So what you have to understand over here is that this entire creation is divine, and any activity that you're doing over here is a divine activity if you look at it from the point of view of performing it as yajna. If on the other hand you are performing it for your own self gain, if you are earning money just for yourself, then money is your god, and then you are not really worshipping this divinity. That is why polytheism is bad, because you are only limiting yourselves to that aspect of the higher deity. So you have to expand and go to the higher deity, is what Sri Krishna is telling. And this is exactly the same idea which is present in Islam also, wherein they say shirk, wherein they say that we will only worship Allah, we will not worship anything else. The idea is just the same. You are doing your activity for Him, not for money. You're not doing it for power. So if a person is using jihad to fight and gain power, then he is worshipping the power deity. He is not really worshipping Allah in itself. But they are not really able to understand it, and they've just limited it to this polytheism and an idol worship and all sort of crap that they've really created around themselves. So that is what you have to understand over here, that all activities are divine, and that activity which is performed with the mindset of divine yajna by itself becomes divine, while the activity, when it is performed not with that mindset but for self gain, then that is a bad activity. So I hope that I have explained this shlok well to you. With that, I will close this video. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.